Key features of PrestaShop Smart AI Admin Assistant. Ask questions in any language integrated into your store and get instant answers from live store data. Access insights on orders, revenue, customers, inventory, and abandoned carts. No SQL or technical knowledge required for data analysis. Supports multiple AI providers, including OpenAI, Claude, and Gemini. Secure read-only access with role-based permissions and query history. This is the tutorial video for the PrestaShop AI Admin Assistant, which is used to ask queries about catalog data. For example, the revenue and the output stock products, and all the information about your products and entities, as well as all the data that is available on your PrestaShop store. So at first, we will see the installation of the module on the PrestaShop. Then we will proceed to see the configuration of the module. So when you will purchase a module from the NoBand website, you will get a zip file, which you will upload on your system. Now you can see that the module is installed, and now we are confirming the same. So this is the main configuration of the module. Then we have some tabs like Setting AI Providers, Widget Layout, Database Views, Access Control, Predefined Checks, Query Strength, Sessions. So we will see each tab one by one. On the General setting, we have configurations like Enable Chatbot. This functionality is used to enable the functionality of chatbot on the back end, or you can also disable the same if you don't want any chatbot on your store. Then we have the field enable predefined checks, which are basically the predefined questions that will appear here. So these are all the questions that are called as predefined checks. So basically you can control from this predefined checks. Now we have the checked default state. If we mark it as collapsed, then it will hide all the questions. And if we will disable the same, then it will show all the questions about the big questions. Now we have the max result rows. So this basically handles the maximum rows that will be returned per query. Now we have the show SQL query total. So this feature is used to show the SQL for the particular query. For example, if we click on the generated SQL, then you can see the generated SQL that has been used for this query. Now we have the options allow SQL edit and return. Basically, we have also provided an option in which you can add your custom SQL, or you can change anything, and you can then run the same. Now you can see that it has returned some questions. Now we have voice input. This voice input is a feature that will be enabled in the text in the left side of the text area, which also you can disable the same. Now we have the chatbot language. So you can also use these two features, like use back-office language or use custom language. In case if you want any other language, for example, French, Spanish, or Italian, that has been integrated on your store, and you want that this assistant will reply on that language, then you can simply choose the language. Currently, we are using the English one. Now we have the low retention days. Basically, this is the session queries that will be saved for 19 days. And if a query gets older than 90 days, then it will remove one. Now we have the schema cache TTL. So we see. So basically, this is used to refresh the schema cache. Now we have the AI provider. So we have provided the Open API and Anthropic Claude and the Google Gemini in which you can add the models that you want to use. For example, for the Open AI, you can use the GPT-4 or balanced and GPT 5.5. Please make sure that if you are using the GPT 5.5, then the temperature will be the 1. Now we have the Anthropic plot, so you can say simply add the key. Then we have the Gemini. Simply you can add the key and you can use it. Now we have the widget layout. We can also change its position to left. We can also change its name. We can also change the message. We can also add an icon. We can also add its image. Now we can also increase its width or height. And also we can change the header colors. So basically we have added the configuration. Now you can see that this has been placed on the left. So this is how it will work. Now we have the database views. So the first thing when we will configure this module is that when we enable the module, we need to save this and we need to select the configuration that we want to use in Chatbot. For example, if we click on the order overview, then Chatbot will able to find the orders or it will access the orders. For example, if we have the products, if we don't select this, then the Chatbot will not answer any queries around the products. So simply you can choose our database views for which you want to fetch the details from the AI assistant. Now we have the access control. This access control is basically if you have the many profiles, for example, salesman, translator, organization, then you can add its access to the employee profiles. Now we have the predefined chat that we have already explored before. You can add any questions. For example, if you want to add which products have the lowest stock value of 99, Then it will show you all the products that have the lowest stock value below the 9,900. You can also add its position. Like if I have added the position 1, then it will show the same. Now if we refresh this, then we can see that this was the question and this was the check that we have added, and it is showing on the position 1. This is the position 0 and this is the position 1. Now we have the query history. So this basically includes all the charts, all the queries that admins or the store owner has asked to AI Assistant. And you can simply see the SQL or the details. You can also import this in CSV and Excel. Now we have the session. So basically, this includes the session of the AI assistant that store admins had. For example, if I am having the chat with the Smart AI Assistant with all the queries regarding the orders, regarding the products or anything, then it will save all the configuration in the session history. So this is how it works. Now we will see some configurations. First, we will change its color. That is too dark right now. So now you can see that it has passed all the details. And now we can also export this using the CSV file in the Excel and using the PDF. So this was the complete functionality of the module. And in case if you find it helpful, you can see the same. And if you face any issues, you can reach out to us at support@thenoband.com. Thank you. So this